Alright, we are recording the files there, and I'm remembering that I actually got to get the timer ready. For what it's worth, I spent... Oh, jeez. I don't even remember now how many hours in Dying Light recently, when for most of that I actually wasn't using the timer, so I got kind of in that habit. I need to shift foot a little bit. I'm a little at angle. Alright, so yeah, continuing in The Evil Within. Let's do this. Oh.
Looks like it's locked by some sort of password.
Well, that sucks. Why is that an ISO keyboard? I mean, isn't he American? Aren't we in America? I mean, yeah, sure, it's always preference, but why? I mean, it still is that's not ANSI. Yeah, I got the timer set up. I didn't actually hit it to start going, but that's okay. That's all right. Oh, alright. I didn't realize I had gotten all of them. Okay, so let me quickly check. These are still on. I'm gonna leave them on because I guess I could also just go in here, but I don't really. Oh, yeah. I don't really want to do that. So here's what I'm gonna we'll do. Here's what I'm thinking. I shall not craft ammo. Unless it's like I'm, fully out. And, like maybe some special stuff. Basically, I want to still have certain rules because, yeah, making it where I'm technically able to one-shot everything. It's overpowered, but it's, it's still possible to have fun in this situation. Like, I'm not going over to engage. I think there's a body under there, so yeah, I don't want to do that. That'll just trigger him out. Oh, and there's the statues, so I can get a key. But yeah, so it's like certain rules where it's like I still am going to try to minimize my contact with them like I'm doing now. And also to not just shoot to kill everything. It's like that's not necessary. I'm gonna make this basically into a stealth game of sort. So like right now I can come up and try to kill this guy. Maybe I will be able to. This is risky. Because I mean this is something that I do very strongly believe in with games. That you can find your own way to make it fun, to make it challenging. So that's like one of the reasons why I hate when developers try to design a game around basically the ultimate late game, the hardest of hardcore players. Because it's to me, it's like, no, they're not. They're gonna find ways to give themselves a challenge. You don't need to do. And I know I've done that. I can't remember what game it was, but I do remember I did. There was one game that I've played where, on a second playthrough, I went through it and it was like, no, I have to only use the a handgun. It was something like that. Where that's all I'm using. And possibly another where it's like I also needed to always be stealth. It's like I cannot directly engage. And that was like a New Game Plus playthrough, so I was already fairly powerful. But that's part of how it should be treated. Is like people will find the challenges themselves. In this case, I'm giving myself these other challenges since I'm removing the challenge of you know, how much damage I can do and how much damage I can take, because I think that the combat is crap. I've said it before, I'll probably say it again and again. Yep, well, there we go.
What the? Are these lilies? Lily? Are you here? It's Dad. Where did she go?
Well, I guess we can follow these to find out. So I wanted to quickly check to make sure that the oximeter was working. But yeah, so I'm not gonna make this super easy on myself.
It's okay. It's me.
Because, you know, that isn't fun. You do need some challenge for yourself. I mean, consider
Damn it.
games like Satisfactory or some of the
How do I
modded
get in there?
Minecrafts. The Minecraft mod packs. Where, you know, the challenge can be optimizing designs and layouts. Right? And that's something that you give yourself. You regulate yourself. I mean, yeah, in some cases, say, you know, getting to the next tier, unlocking the next thing.
It's Lily's doll. She's been here.
Okay.
Oh my god, she's in trouble. Someone is chasing her. I should check out around back. See where that window comes out.
Okay. So, yeah, even when you cheat, you can still find ways to give yourself a challenge. That's what I'm doing here, even though I don't fully admit to cheating. Because it's also, to me, I'm correcting, you know, part of it is I see it as I'm correcting the lousy combat. Like, if the balance were different, and maybe it is on casual, but if the balance were different, then I wouldn't be doing this. Well, if the balance were better, I should say, not just different. It needs to actually be better.
All right, Lily. Where did you run off to?
I don't have control yet.
What the? Another signal. Good.
Back, though.
Coming, sweetheart. Just hang in there.
Where are you?
I'm gonna explore a little bit. And I really do wish I could remember what game it was. But there was one where I replayed it using, like, the lowest tier weapon available. But it was because I had so strengthened myself with the initial playthrough, or gotten so comfortable with the game that that was actually achievable. There it is. I see. Yeah, I don't really so much have a choice. Now, let's see. really wish I could remember, but it's been years for that. But who knows? Maybe it's a game I'll be replaying at some point. Because there are some games that I do want to... I can think of excuses to replay. Like, Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Also Mankind Divided, but I want to do Human Revolution first. And it's like, Mankind Divided, I got an excuse for that. When I reviewed it, I didn't capture the review playthrough. This is a little bit... Oh, here's one of those things. Can I... Nope. It's not something you can sneak up on. That guy is, but... The way the oximeter is on my toe hurts, so I'm just shifting it a little bit. Shit. Whoops. Run. Gotta... Okay, that wasn't so bad. Except... I have to adjust this. Oh. I mean, it was like a dull pinching, but it did feel like it was pinching, and the heart rate... Yeah, it currently thinks that my blood ox is at 52. That's definitely wrong. I'm just looking at the oximeter. So I can... Well, let me pause the timer. Let me look at this. Yeah, is that actually being captured? Yeah, so what that yellow box, it says warning, that the blood ox is below 70. It's not resetting itself. It normally does by now. So hang on. There. Alright. Yeah, that is one issue with my cropping it, but it's like I can't even like undo the crop in OBS because FFmpeg will crop it. So it's yeah. Alright, that actually seems accurate. I don't necessarily like that it's 80, but it wouldn't be far off, so I'll accept that and move on. Although I just realized. There. I don't know where I'm going, I realized. Yes, I know, it's over there. Which actually, I think I can't stand up. Because there shouldn't be much over here.
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Those things will kill her if I don't do something.
Oh, I can't.
It's okay, I took care of them. Please open the door. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, yeah, that was just unlocked. See, I'm a person. I'm a real person. Nothing here for me to take it. Oh.
Thank you. You saved me. I thought I was a goner for sure.
It's okay. Calm down. What's going on out there?
How am I supposed to know? If anybody should be asking what's going on, it's me.
Look, I just got here. I'm even more confused than you are.
Oh yeah? What's your name?
It's Sebastian. Sebastian Castellanos.
Well, then you're not as confused as I am. I can't even remember my own name. I don't know what day it is. I don't even know where I am. God, what's happening to me?
Just try to remember anything you can.
1 minute, I was in that office being interviewed by that Asian doctor lady. The next thing I know, I'm in this town I've never been to, wearing clothes I've never seen, and there's this guy who says he's my husband telling me to run. I'm not married, mister. None of this is real. It can't be.
Let me ask you something. I'm looking for my daughter. She's 6 years old. Her name is Lily.
I haven't seen any kids out there. Nothing but those things.
Damn it.
6 years old? Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Poor thing. Being lost out there. I wish I could help you.
Who has a fax machine next to their bed?
But I'm not giving up until I find her. So you just woke up here a few hours ago?
Hours, days, I can't figure time. The last thing I remember was being in that office, like I said.
What office?
I needed some money, so I answered an ad looking for people to be in a sleep study. They took my blood and gave me a physical, and then that Asian lady asked me weird questions all day, and I don't understand what's happening.
Does the name Mobius mean anything to you?
I don't think so, but I can't remember much of anything.
What can you tell me about those things out there?
I don't know. All I know is that they'll kill you if they get the chance. You should stay away from them.
Any idea where they came from?
That guy who said he was my husband started acting all weird, kept looking over his shoulder at something I couldn't see. Then all of a sudden, he's screaming and starts to change, skin bubbling up. It was horrible. Next thing I knew, he was trying to kill me too.
So they used to be regular citizens. What's causing them to change like this?
She doesn't.
I don't know anything. I can't help you, mister.
I'm gonna try to figure this out. Stay in here and keep the doors locked. It's not safe out there.
I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. But thanks for saving me. You need anything from the house? Go ahead and help yourself.
Yeah, I feel like pointing out, this is not necessarily her house. It's like she just ran in here.
Wish I could do more for her. But finding Lily is the best thing for everyone here.
Wait, there's something else.
File number 15. Interview with Detective Sebastian Castellanos. Detective, could you please tell me about that day at Beacon Mental Hospital?
I told you 10 times already.
Let's go through it one more time.
This is more like an interrogation than an interview.
Please. Detective.
File number 15. Interview with Detective Sebastian Castellanos.
File number 15.
File number 15.
To be clear, I don't know why I said it like that, but to my understanding, that is actually how an interrogation works. You do ask the same question. Well, you ask for the same information repeatedly, but you do always ask in different ways. Because sometimes asking a question just a little differently does actually get a different response. And this is also something that's used by lawyers in trials. Sometimes it is very directed, like using words that prime for the idea of a car speeding. If you're trying to say that somebody was speeding, that caused an accident, or wasn't speeding, so you ask it a little differently. That is very much a thing. But yeah, with interrogations, though, you do ask for the same information multiple ways.
Could you please tell me about that day at Beacon Mental? Detective Sebastian Castellanos.
Come on. There you go. Should. Yep. There. Looks clear, so.
Number 15.
There.
What the hell is this doing here?
You brought it. I'm sorry, but that is, part of the premise here, isn't it? Like in Inception. In that movie, that stuff from you does get brought into this world. This artificial world. I don't remember that being on.
File number 15. Interview with Detective Sebastian Castellanos. Detective, could you please tell me about that day at Beacon Mental Hospital?
I told you 10 times already.
Let's go through it one more time.
I'm getting drink water. This goes.
This is more like an interrogation than an interview.
Please. Detective.
That's me.
Lighting's different now. Doors are locked that weren't. Oh. Likely discharge.
We had a call. There's something happening at Beacon Mental Hospital. We went in, but it wasn't the hospital. It was somewhere else.
Are you certain that's what you saw?
My story's not gonna change, damn it. It was like hell in there. A whole other world.
And this all took place at the hospital?
I just said it didn't. Jesus, can't you understand?
I understand that you've been under considerable stress.
That was the counseling they made me do after.
Now, I'll just say, if you didn't play The Evil Within, you would be so confused. Which I do have an issue with. Just, you shouldn't construct a sequel such that you are dependent on knowing the original. Fortunately, I did play it, and I actually still remember it fairly well.
It was just a fever dream. A figment of your imagination.
It wasn't a dream. I was inside of a killer's mind. It was as real as you are.
That may be. But what good is it to hang on to this version of reality? Perhaps if we disabuse you of this notion, things will go more smoothly for you.
Was he just head shrinking me, or did he know something I didn't? You cannot keep me here.
I think Ruvik returns in some way in this game. I think I did look a little bit at what the story is for Evil Within 2, but that I don't remember. Because that was just like me reading bits and pieces. I want to say threads, but not like forum threads, but just, you know, like threads to the larger narrative, so... And mainly things like, oh, Kidman returns, kind of, you know, is also in this kind of stuff. Not like, actually like, ooh, what is it that happened? But the implication at the end of The Evil Within was Ruvik imprinted himself onto Leslie, who just walked out.
Beacon? I can't be back.
It's interesting how they letterbox. That's, crap. That's Oda. Can't remember his first name. I don't think it might be Sebastian. Actually, yeah, I guess that is more so how... No, the hair's different. Grab the hand, right? Not quite the hand I was expecting to grab. Well, to grab Sebastian.
What the hell is going on?
I do not recall. Never forget.
Were those just memories? What do you want?
Sebastian, are you alright? Your vitals suddenly spiked. You're about to go into cardiac arrest.
I saw a beacon. I was there again.
How could that be? This is a completely new stem.
I don't know. But I know what I saw. God, I hope it doesn't happen again. It's bad enough in here already. I don't want to have to relive the past over and over. Place is trying to mess with me. Can't get distracted. Gotta find Lily.
Yeah, it's funny. I was saying I can't recall something. It's like I can't remember what it was I wanted to say. I am going to assume... Damn it, let's look. Because I still have no understanding of what this building is for. But it's also... I don't seem to... I don't have any way in. I don't think any of these doors open. Yeah, I'll just leave that and let's, you know, actually continue the main game. And what was its name? Partner name. I just cannot think of it. I don't remember if he is actually like recognized as being dead or not. I think, because that was one of the things I would have looked up and would have seen, like, if he's in this or not. And I think it was something like, because he's in one of the DLC, it's actually an enemy you kill, that the implication then is that yes, he is dead. But I think there was also a point made that in theory he could have been a copy that you fought. It was the one where you go around as the Seeker. Is that what they would call? Okay. Damn, I'm locked in now.
Damn, it's that thing again.
So, February?
Let's try this again.
So yeah, in theory, I want to say he could appear. Kidman, we already know how she's appeared. The ex-wife. We actually saw at the end of The Evil Within.
It's not Lily's.
So we can't expect to see her again. Since she works for Mobius. And, crap, there was something in the opening of this. I don't remember what it was now. That was basically, yeah, she's here too. Because we saw somebody... No, we saw Kidman with the glove on one hand. He is really slow with swinging that knife, by the way. This doesn't seem right, but...
Oh, thank God.
Just, I would think that Lily should be older than 6. That I thought it was longer since...
It looks like she stopped
Fire that Evil Within occurred. And that she wasn't that terribly young when the fire did happen.
She must be in that warehouse. Smart girl. Lots of good places to hide in there, I bet.
There was something there. Ah, damn it. If she just hadn't turned around exactly when she did. But that does seem to have actually cleared this area out. So that's good. I don't know, it just seems like this is something I'm supposed to be able to do for whatever reason. Okay, you can. It's back. It seemed like it was getting stuck with some. Guys. What's up here? Since they're locked in, there's nothing they can do. Wow. By the way, this is something that I do kind of wish, like, if Mythbusters was still around. But I mean, technically, a lot of people could do it. What would be the actual effectiveness of trying to shoot through, okay.
Hopefully
of trying to
the trick.
shoot through, chain link fence. Because it would make sense to me that actually wouldn't be that effective. There's stuff around. Because, well, yes, most of the space is air, so a bullet would freely fly through there. Any bullets that struck the chain, well, the chain link would be deflected potentially. Like in so many video games, the way it works is just, it's like it's not even there. You know, it's like either you can shoot right through it or you can't. And it's like realistically, I think it would be in between. But it's also worth noting that I would say that my prediction would be, that the fence would be effective at stopping a lot of bullets. Well, those that hit it would be effective at it because the beautiful thing with a chain link fence is that it's relatively light. Well, where it hits is relatively light, but it's connected to a large amount of mass. So you have the flexibility of it hitting, which is what I was actually trying to say, more so than it being light, to absorb energy, and a lot that can absorb the energy. So yeah, it may actually be effective. Not very effective, obviously, because most of it is still open, but that is, of course, if you have, you know, chain link that big. But what if you had finer chain? Could be more interesting. Anyway, it has been the 40 minutes, so I'm going to start the next one, which will be, obviously, in there. Alright, there. Sorry, just trying to get a few things ready first. That up. Alright. So, yeah. See you next time when we continue after Lily in there. See you then.